Alright guys, so yep, we are back again for another Should You Guys Summon. So this round, yep, we are continuing the trend of the green element unit. So that means next week we are for sure going to be getting F91 full power, so you guys better get ready for that unit. But how is Geymalk? Is Geymalk the unit that you guys should be pulling, given the fact that just 2 weeks ago we actually gotten the Data Plus? So I did kind of do like a showcase earlier prior to this video, so you guys can kind of get a glimpse of how in relative strength both units are compared to each another. The only exception is I don't actually have a Chara Soon as the pilot, so technically speaking, I'm not really, using like because I would definitely say with her, it would definitely make the showcase a little bit better in terms of what she's able to offer, depending on the content. But we weren't able to get that off, so that was definitely unfortunate. But in terms of Geymalk, it works fairly similar to how Data Plus is in some form or fashion. They're both, as far as the skill 2, just going to be doing like a big blurb damage. The only exception for this one is the fact that the damage cap is not as high as Data Plus. For the global wise, technically speaking, Geymalk should have released prior to Data Plus. So in some form or sense, there's really no need to pull Geymalk, and if that's the case, because they're both roughly about doing the same thing. The only exception for Geymalk is that you have this. Damage taken down by 220% every time you pop EX skill. So this is kind of like the only survivability aspect where Data Plus does not innately has, making that unit a little bit worse off, because like this actually makes this changes everything for this unit. This allows this unit to survive at a much more at a better duration than what Data Plus can do. So therefore this unit would innately be just much more better. The other thing is that this one actually does have an AoE EX skill as well, so that is good. Increasing its overall damage, so this one would fit into this one as well. Pretty good. And then back to skill 1, this is great. Just taking less damage is always something you would want from a unit moving forward, and this one has that, so definitely pretty good. And on dealing damage, you can stack further damage by up to 48%, so that's kind of good. And skill 2, you have the damage cap unlocked by 200k, so nothing as impressive as Data Plus at 1.2, but this unit, technically speaking, doesn't really need that. At max HP and then 80%, you are getting the 48 and then 48, and then their weapon accuracy is up by 99%, so making sure you can always land that attack. Sub skill wise, you're getting critical rate increase and then range damage up by 10%, and whenever EX skill is activated, increase damage by at a further 10%. So pretty good sub skill overall, pretty nice. And when we do take a look at the overall weapon wise, a lot of them are going to be ranged, and a lot of them does have multiple hit count, or multiple times of hitting, so that's good. One hit 4 times, and then one hit 3 times, and then 3 hit 6 times for the child funnel. So yeah, that's gonna be hitting like a truck. So all right, pretty good overall. Unit category wise is pretty expensive, so you can fit into a lot. Prototype, new type machines, high firepower, what is heavy armor, Grand Booster, and then new Xeon affiliated. So you can actually get into a lot of different pilots sub into it as well, and you guys should be fine with that. Overall, pretty strong kid that well. And then when we take a look at Chara Soon, let's see what she's doing. So she just outright gives you some range sense 1, 2, and then increase accuracy, more range sense. These are the stackable up to 240%. And this is where having her designated pilot, and depending on the content, where you have a lot more enemies, is going to be pretty crucial, because whenever you can defeat an enemy for 10 seconds, you're getting a reaction up by 31% up to 62. And this one as well, while you fulfill the new Xeon affiliated, you get range sense up to 228, stacking up to that. So pretty powerful, especially depending on the content, where the enemy constantly spawns, for example. So that's why I have a feeling next week for the what is it, for the clan battle, I have a feeling that the enemy are just gonna constantly spawn, where this unit may be very crucial. I have a feeling of that. So if you guys want to get a copy of Geymalk and get a copy of Chara, I think it's something you might want to look out for. So she does last until the 4th. So if needed, I will probably go for it. I don't know. But if you guys don't really care about the total war like that, or sorry, the clan battle like that, it's cool. I probably will be skipping out on them, and unfortunately, because I mean, I'm not really trying to buy anymore. I'm not even trying to like top up anymore like that because of how they've been handling global. So if anyone does come out, I might even skip. I think, but other than that, just a quick review because this unit, it is exactly the same as Data Plus, and there's not much of a difference, anyways. But other than that, that's gonna be it for me, and I will be catching you guys all on the next one.